What's up, guys? RV Spartan here. Just wanted to come to you guys about this whole George Floyd situation. I understand everybody's angry. There is no reason for that cop to have his knee in that person's neck for that long. Um, what I don't understand is why you're burning down your own neighborhoods. Stop burning down your own neighborhoods. If you want to actually make a change, go directly to the people that actually did it to you. You know what I'm saying? Now you're hurting not only yourself when you burn down your AutoZone and Target, you're also hurting down the other people that needed to buy the diapers, needed to buy food, needed to buy supplies. We were just going through this pandemic. Now we have this spark that people are actually hurting each other over rioting. I understand you guys are upset, you guys are angry. But when you guys destroy your guys' own things, who do you think is going to have to replace that? You guys are. You guys are going to have to replace the stuff that you guys broke and you guys destroyed. You guys are not hurting anybody but your guys' selves when you guys are destroying your own property. Stop destroying your own property. I understand you guys are angry. You guys tried the Martin Luther King way. Now's the time that you guys are trying the Malcolm X way. You guys tried to turn the other cheek. You guys tried to go through the justice system that has made it difficult for African American males and brown males to actually strive in this community. So, I understand where you guys are coming from. If you guys want to actually make a change, stand in solidarity and show the police force that you guys will not stand for this any longer. You destroying things does not show that you guys won't stand for this any longer. What you guys are showing is that you guys can be just as bad as the people that has done the things to you. You guys are hurting innocent people who are trying to do their civil duties. It was these 4 officers. Not every officer is horrible. You know what I mean? Not every officer is going to try to deprive you of your rights. These 4 officers were the people that we always see on the news talking about, oh man, this police brutality. And the crazy thing about it is that people didn't believe it. People don't believe it. Everybody's like, oh well, he had to resist. George Floyd did not resist. He was compliant the whole time. He called for his mom. He called for help. People, the bystanders that were standing by, I just don't understand that. I would rather go to jail than watch a person fucking die. I would rather myself go to jail for assault on a police officer than watching a police officer kill a man with his knee in his neck. I would rather be down there with that person than sit there and watch and tell the officers, oh, he's not moving, he's not breathing anymore. No, get your ass off the fucking sideline, stop being a fucking bystander, and actually get the fucking job done to protect the people around you. If the police officers can't do it, you do it for yourself. We are in charge of our own security, not the police. What happened in Minneapolis when all the police officers when all the rioting happened? All the police officers left you there to defend for yourselves. Do you think that's what police officers are actually meant to do? No, they're meant to stand there, fucking protect the community that they're sworn to protect, and help people, not kill people, help people. These police officers live on a different playing field than the average citizen. They have the authority to kill you if need be. All they have to do is say that they feared for their life, and they can kill you. If an average citizen said, hey, you know, I feared for my life and I killed them, we would have months and months of court just to prove us innocent. There won't be no internal investigation in like how police have. When police have internal investigations, most likely it's their own freaking police precinct that's policing them. And what sense does that make? It makes no sense at all. So you're telling me if I went out, which I would never do, went out and hurt somebody, and my mom was like, hey, I'm just going to do an investigation on my son to see if he's innocent or not. Yep, my son's innocent. Of course, because that's what a mom would do. That's what a group would do. And when you're thinking about a gang, don't think about the Crips, the Bloods, all these Latino gangs and all that. Think about the biggest gang in America, the government. They're depriving you of your rights. They're the reason why you guys are not able to have the freedoms that you're able to have as African American and as a Latino person in this world. Not everything is about race, but today it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play the race card where I'm sensitive and all that stuff. But when you're killing a black man or any man for that matter, an American citizen, a fellow American of mine, I have a fucking problem. And I'm cussing a lot because this is the problem in America. We let stuff slide so much. We're like that person that like lets stuff build up inside, that like holds it in. They're like, oh, that's not healthy. That's not healthy. What do you expect for the community to do when we can't even defend ourselves from the police? When we can't defend ourselves from the daily things that police officers do to us? Oh, we're doing a routine traffic stop. Your tail light's out. That's weird. My light's not showing that my tail light's out. Yeah, well, I'm an officer, so I said it's that. Oh, okay, officer, license and registration. And if you don't have license, registration, and insurance, you're going to jail. They're taking your car, your only means of transportation. So when people are saying, oh, the police are there to help you, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're there to get that quota so they don't get fired. So they don't get a negative write-up for not doing their job good. You know, I'm making this video in my car before I go to the store because I'm thinking about what would I do in that situation that I seen a man sitting, or 4 officers sitting on a man with over 700 pounds of body weight on him, about 250 pounds of body weight on his neck. And I'm thinking to myself, I weigh 118 pounds. If I had 4 officers on me, I would probably expire faster than he did. And I'm thinking about that. I'm like, don't film me. Don't film me getting beat up by the police. Help me. Help me. Don't just stand there and not help me because I'm getting beat up by the police. I would stop and help you. My hand to God, I would stop and help you. I wouldn't film it. If I see an officer doing something wrong, it is my civic duty as an American citizen to point it out to that officer. Hey, maybe you shouldn't have your fucking knee on that dude's neck because maybe he can't breathe. Maybe you should let him up. You know, his hands are already handcuffed behind his back. What are you still on him for? Why don't you put him in the police cruiser? Lock the door. He's already restrained. This is stuff that I would be saying to them, and if they didn't listen to me, then I would have to go to jail because I would try to push an officer off that dude's neck. People are rioting just to live. Not to have freedom. They are rioting just to live. Think about that. We're in America, supposedly one of the greatest countries on the planet, and we're over here killing our own people. The police officers, the people who actually took an oath, put their hand up and said, I do solemnly swear to protect and defend the people of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I remember I took that oath when I joined the Army. I will protect this land against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I take that oath seriously. That doesn't mean I'm going to go out there and go try to harm somebody on purpose. No, that means that I'm going to defend my fellow American whenever I see that there is a disturbance in the way that we live, and that if we're not living constitutionally. I'm not saying, oh man, guns. No, what I'm saying is that the Constitution was laid out and the Bill of Rights were laid out as an equal and level playing field for every American. Not white, not black, not Mexican, every American. It shouldn't matter what color or where you came from. If you came here and you have your American citizenship, you're an American to me. And I will protect you. And I love you. Just remember that.